Hello there, fellow language warriors. Ever feel like you're trying to conduct an orchestra in a thunderstorm? One hand waving a textbook, the other trying to keep everyone's attention? Yeah, I've been there too. Teaching a language can sometimes feel like talking to a wall. You've planned the lesson meticulously, you've got the resources, but the students just aren't engaging. You're pouring your heart into teaching, but the connection seems to be missing. It's frustrating, right? Well, fellow teachers, today is your lucky day. We're about to unlock the secret of student engagement. Yep, I'm talking about the top 5 hacks every language teacher needs in their arsenal. It's time to turn your classroom into a dynamic, interactive, fun-filled learning hub. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The first major game changer I've got for you today is all about incorporating interactive activities that truly demand active participation from your students. Picture this. You're in your classroom, but it's just not a lecture. It's a full-blown, lively atmosphere where your students are becoming the characters of a story, or passionate speakers in a class discussion, or quick-thinking competitors in an interactive quiz. It's about stepping out of the traditional teaching structure and diving into dynamic, hands-on learning experiences that bring language to life. Stories, for instance, are an excellent way to help students practice real-life scenarios. They get a chance to use the language naturally and authentically, which not only boosts their confidence, but also helps them remember and understand the language better. Discussions and debates, on the other hand, challenge students to articulate their arguments clearly and effectively. It not only improves their language skills, but also their critical thinking. Interactive quizzes are a fun way to engage the whole class and review the language. You can even leverage technology to create online quizzes where students compete with each other. But here's the thing. These are just examples. There's an entire universe of interactive activities out there you can incorporate into your classroom. So, I've got to ask, have you been trying out any interactive activities in your classroom recently? Maybe you've had your students create a talk show or a news report or even a language learning game. I want to hear all about your experiences. So hit up the comments section below and share your creative teaching moments. What worked? What didn't? What got the most laughs or sparked the most thoughtful discussions? Share away. Remember, we're all here to learn from each other and innovate our classrooms. Plus, I'm always eager to find fresh new ideas to try out myself too. Moving on to our second key strategy, catering to different learning styles. Now, we all know that every student is unique and has their own way of absorbing and processing information. Some students are visual learners who understand better when they see things. Some are auditory learners who learn more effectively through listening. And some are kinesthetic learners who prefer a more hands-on approach. Understanding this diversity among your students can be a total game changer in your teaching approach. It's about being flexible and ready to switch up your tactics. It's about creating a classroom environment where all types of learners can thrive and feel valued. For the visual learners in your class, you can use charts, diagrams, flashcards, or colorful notes. These visual cues can make a significant difference in how these students understand and retain information. For the auditory learners, you can incorporate audio, music, rhymes, and even encouraging class discussions. Audio-visual aids like videos or podcasts can also be a great tool for these learners. And let's not forget the kinesthetic learners. These students learn by doing. For them, you can incorporate story acting, hands-on activities, experiments, or even movement-based games. By mixing up these methods, you're not only accommodating different learning styles, but also keeping your lessons diverse and interesting. Remember, variety is the spice of life, and in this case, the spice of learning. Now, this is where I'm really excited to hear from you. What unique strategies have you used in your classroom? Have you found some tactics that work particularly well for certain types of learners? Or maybe you've discovered some innovative teaching tools that have been a hit in your class. I'm all ears, so please share your experiences and ideas in the comments section. Let's get this conversation rolling. Let's get to our third powerful strategy: crafting lessons that are relevant and meaningful to your students' lives. This is all about bridging the gap between the language learning world and the world your students live in every day. Think about it. What are the things your students are genuinely interested in? What are the topics that light them up and make their eyes sparkle with enthusiasm? It could be anything from the latest blockbuster movies, trending music, popular video games, to their favorite sports and hobbies. Now, imagine designing your language lessons around these topics. Yes, you heard right. You can use their interest to create a compelling context for language learning. For instance, if your students are fans of pop culture, you can develop lessons around popular songs or famous movie dialogues. If they love sports, you can design activities around match commentaries or player interviews. When you bring real-world context into your classroom, language learning becomes more than just grammar rules and vocabulary lists. It becomes a way to explore their interests and passions, making it a much more engaging and enjoyable experience. Plus, they're much more likely to remember language used in context that matters to them. But hey, don't just take my word for it. I'm sure you've got some brilliant examples set up your sleeve. Have you tailored your lessons around your students' interests? How did it go? Did you notice an increase in engagement or improvement in their language skills? Go ahead and drop a comment below sharing your experiences. I'm really excited to hear your creative ideas and success stories. All right, time to pull out the big guns for our fourth strategy: embrace technology. Yes, in an age where technology is at the heart of almost everything we do, why should language teaching be any different? I know what you're thinking. Technology can sometimes be a bit of a double-edged sword. It can be a distraction, but trust me, when used correctly, it can be a powerful engagement tool. Just think about all the multimedia resources out there, from educational apps designed specifically for language learning to interactive online games that make language practice a whole lot of fun. There's a wide variety of videos on almost every language topic you can think of, and let's not forget about the plethora of language learning podcasts available. The beauty of technology is that it can cater to different learning styles. Visual learners can benefit from videos and infographics, auditory learners can enjoy podcasts and music, and kinesthetic learners can engage with interactive games and apps. Even more, it allows for self-paced learning. Students can revisit the resources anytime they want to reinforce their understanding. Have you found an app that has become a class favorite? Or maybe you've used an online game that not only made learning fun, but also helped students grasp difficult concepts. Don't hold back. Share your tech-enhanced teaching tales in the comments section. I'm always on the hunt for new resources to add to my tech toolbox, and I know your fellow teachers are too. Are you also feeling like you're up against a wall? You're trying to teach languages but feel like you're missing out on some crucial training and support? I get it. Sticking to comprehension-based teaching methods can feel like a solo trek up a steep hill. It's frustrating and tiring when you're all alone with no one to guide you or share ideas and experiences. But what if there was a better way? Picture a place where you get top-notch training, a bunch of folks who get it, and resources to help you easily adopt comprehension-based teaching. Welcome to Webversity Club, your one-stop solution to comprehension-based teaching tools and resources. It's like your own little corner of the internet filled with language teaching superheroes, all there to help each other out and get better at what we do. Sounds good, right? Our Webversity Pro course equips you with over 30 instructional videos on every aspect of CI teaching, from classroom management to assessment. You can stay current with the latest teaching methods and techniques with our live monthly Q&A sessions during the school year and gain exclusive access to all of our webinars, both past and future. What's more, you also get an incredible 30% off on the Comprehended Conference and on any of our courses, curricula, or any other products. And all of this is available to you at a surprisingly affordable price, just $27 per month or $247 per year. But that's not all. We are so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee so you can sign up with a peace of mind. Join the Webversity Club today and transform your teaching experience. Say goodbye to long hours of planning and welcome innovative, effective teaching strategies into your classroom. Let us support your journey towards becoming the language teacher you've always aspired to be. And now we've arrived at the final stop on our list, but certainly not the least important: giving students a voice in their learning journey. This approach is all about empowering students and giving them a sense of autonomy and ownership over their learning. When you allow students to make choices about what they learn and how they learn it, you're essentially making them active participants in their education, rather than just passive recipients of information. This could mean letting them choose their own topics for projects, decide on the format of their presentations, or even have a say in the class rules and routines. The beauty of this strategy is that it does more than just engage students. It motivates them. When they have a say in their learning, they're more invested. They take responsibility and it boosts their confidence. It's amazing how much more enthusiastic students can be about a project they've chosen themselves, or how much more diligently they work when they've helped set the rules. And let's not forget, this approach also fosters critical thinking and decision-making skills, which are vital for their growth as individuals. Have any of you tried giving your students a say in their learning? What impact did it have on their engagement and motivation? Were there any challenges that came with it? Please share in the comments section. So there you go, the top 5 engagement hacks to transform your language classroom. But remember, it's not about changing everything at once. Try one strategy at a time and see what works best for you and your students. You've got this. And that's it for today's video. If you found this useful, smash that like button, share it with your fellow educators, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to get notified every time we drop a new video. Until next time, keep engaging, keep innovating, and keep teaching. Happy comprehensible input.